Welcome back everyone. This is day 6 of the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, so the very first thing I like to do when planning my Christmas look or any holiday for that matter is shopping. So I'm gonna take you real quick to Home Goods with me and I'm gonna show you the items that I got for this particular look. All right, you guys, so we've arrived at Home Goods for accessories. We're gonna see what they have. I'm super excited. Like I told you earlier, it's really important to kind of accessorize your home according to the holiday season. And I'm gonna take you inside. Let's see what we can find. Let's go. Okay, so I figured that I could show you some of the things that we're gonna use for the mantle to create a focal point. One of them is gonna be this wreath. And can you believe this is actually the wreath that we flocked? I'll show you how to flock a wreath. And if you have not seen that video on how to properly flock a wreath and a Christmas tree, I'm gonna link it down below. But this is what it looks like all decorated in this black and white theme, which is the theme for the whole house. As you guys can see, I'm using the exact same ribbons that I use all throughout the house. And then of course, these cute little figurines of children that I also love. They really touch my heart. I picked this children theme for the sweater project because this year we're giving away 500 sweaters and other items to children in need. So I figured that I would honor the children and buy these figurines and put them on the mantle. All right, so now that you guys know how we're gonna use these items, it's time to get started. Well, just like many of you, I really enjoy shopping for the holidays to pull my look together when I'm decorating for Christmas. However, today I wanted to talk to you guys about focal points and how you can create a bigger statement by strategically placing larger items throughout your house instead of scattering all these little items that really just make your house look more cluttered. I'm gonna show you in the fireplace how I use these little children and the wreath to create a bigger focal point, and it's gonna pull the look together beautifully. So let's go to the living room and put this fireplace together. I could not be more excited to show you guys how I'm going to decorate my mantle for this holiday season. The very first thing you need to do is install your garland. And if you have seen the video on how to decorate a mantle on the GLAM theme with a big reindeer here, if you have not seen that, I'm gonna link it down below. But that's exactly what I did. Is I just swagged my garland, did a swoop in the middle. And the very first thing I'm going to do is add these LED lights. On our last video, we added them last because it was a very champagne color, so I wanted them to not get lost. But because I'm gonna add some really pungent colors like this red and this black and white right here, along with the gold, I want them to hide them a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna lay my lights right there, and then you just wanna zigzag in and out like this. You might wanna leave some bristles. And I really just recommend to very loosely put them in. You don't want to go ahead and tie them all the way because it's really hard to take them out when the holiday season is out. If you do need to secure somewhere, what I really recommend is just go ahead and grab one of these tips and then fold the tip, and that should hold it right in place. All right, so you're just gonna continue to zigzag your lights all the way. We're gonna create some really awesome focal points that I will show you right now with the ribbons. But as you guys can see, it was just enough lights for this garland. This is a 9-foot garland, and what I do is I just lay him down, and then what I do is I zigzag him in, and you guys will see right here how easy it really is to do this. And at the end, I'm just gonna fold the tip to hold it. And now we have all of our lights, and what I really like about these lights is because they have multiple rise lights in it, so you can really play with them and make sure they show, but we'll fluff all of that at the end. So the next step is going to be to add our ribbons, and I've selected this really beautiful red ribbon. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on the floor. It looks like Santa's coat, and I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dovetail my ribbon right here. I have all of my tools at the ready. I have my wire cutters, my scissors, and all of my wires that I'm going to need. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a longer tail like that. Then I'm gonna pinch, and I wanna make a bow. And if you guys can see right here, there is a bow where our wreath is going to be hanging from. And I cannot wait to show you the end result. So I'm gonna do two really rather large loops like this. I'm gonna grab one of my wires, and I'm gonna go ahead and tie this. And I want these loops to be really big because I really want them to show. This is gonna be the focal point in the room on this side. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add this right here on the corner. And I'm just gonna attach one of these wires like this and just swirl it around one of your bristles, and then you fluff like that. And with this one right here, you might wanna go ahead and just pinch right here, grab one of your bristles and twist. How fun. You just have your dovetail right here. Then I'm gonna do exactly the same thing with this black and white ribbon. I just like to drop them on the floor because it is easier that way. So basically just dovetail your ribbon right here. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying these 12 days of Christmas. I'm super excited to bring you all of these ideas for the holiday season. And if you want to see even more, just leave the hashtag at 12 days of Christmas down in the description box below so that I know that you are interested. All right, so I did, I'm gonna do 3 of these because I really want the black and white to show. So I did 2 of the black, or I'm sorry, the red and white. So I'm gonna do 3 loops of the black and white. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give it an even longer tail, so put it about right there. Just cut your ribbon, grab one of your wires, and tie all of this together like this, very tightly. You want to make sure this is really tight so the bow doesn't lose its shape. And then what you do with this is you go ahead and grab the bow, and then you put it right on top of the other one, and we'll fluff it in a second so you guys see what I'm doing. And then just swirl that wire into one of your bristles, pushing all the way down like this. And then you just want to go ahead and fluff your bows like I said. But first I'm going to go ahead and tie this guy right here. So I'm going to do one more loop. I'm going to attach right here. As I told you, I really want these ribbons to show. So I'm making even bigger loops than normal like this. I'm going to pull down a little bit, and then I'm going to dovetail right here. Always dovetail. Remember I told you if I come to your home and it's not dovetail, I'm gonna start dovetailing your ends for you. All right, so far look how cute this is, you guys. You just swirl them like this, blend them together. Forgot to dovetail this guy right here. You guys have called me out for not dovetailing some of my ribbons. All right, so far look how cute this is looking. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a gold one because the Mackenzie Childs look, it's all about black and white with a touch of red and a lot of gold. So I chose this mesh ribbon. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it an even longer loop, tail. So we can go all the way down here. I'm gonna drop this on the floor. Then I'm gonna pinch, and for this particular one, because it is a mesh and I really wanted to show what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a 5-loop bow. So that's 2, 3, and our wreath also has all of these ribbons. Actually, the wreath has a plaid black and white, and I wanted to show you that, you know, when I put the wreath here, it's all about complementing the pattern. So the other one has a plaid, this one has a harlequin. There's gonna be some polka dots on the Christmas tree, but what they have in common is that they are all black, white combinations of the same patterns, and it just creates more texture. So I'm gonna cut right here. For now, I'm gonna grab my wire. And it really works if you guys have your wires already pre-cut, because look how fast this is. You don't have to stop and do your wire. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna add this one on top of all of it. I'm gonna put this tail over on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my center right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right in the dead center. And I'm gonna look for another bristle and just go all the way down and twist that wire like this into one of your, and look at that. And so now what I can do is I can dovetail my end here like this. Look how fun that is. Just like a funky bow, but way easier to make. You don't have to hurt your hands. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a loop right here. Make sure you go all the way down like this. Then I'm gonna do yet another one here like this. Then I'm gonna dovetail my ribbon. So this is step number 1. I'm going to finish the other side So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just do a few loops of the red, a few loops of the black, and a few loops of the gold in the other side. I'll do that off camera and I'll show you the end result. Keep watching. All right, so I wanna take a second real quick to invite you to come and join me on Instagram for daily Insta stories, behind the scenes shopping tips, and extra tips that you will not see here on the YouTube channel. All of the links to my social media will be linked down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, everyone, so as you can see, I have finished this side. I went ahead and did the tails on the other side to match. So that way it looks like the bow is going both ways. And so now on this side, what I did is I started my black and white and then my red, but I wanna show you something real quick. It really is very important not to try and match both sides, because you want them to be sisters or cousins, not really twin sisters. You want them to look alike, but you don't want them to be exactly the same, because that gives your garland and your mantle even more character. All right, so what I did on this one is I did the black and white on top, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more loop right here, and I'm going to tie really tightly with my bristles, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail right here. And all we have left to do, it's the gold one, the mesh. It really adds that sparkle for the holiday season. So I'm gonna bring that one probably now on the top and then end right here with the middle, so stay tuned. Remember to always give it a little tail like this. And as I mentioned before, we're gonna do a 5 loop just to make sure that it really shows. And you want them to be just as fluffy and big. So I wanna say these are probably about 8-inch loops. So there's 4, I'm gonna do one more over on this side and one more to finish it all off. And then I'm gonna grab my wire and I'm going to secure all of it with the wire and very tightly. Remember to really pinch. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that on the top. But like I said, I want that tail to be over on this side. So I'm gonna find the middle over here, find my wire first, and then I'm gonna push as far in. And with my wire, I'm gonna find the bristle that is nearby. And then I'm gonna twist that wire into the bristle to secure. And look how cute that is. Then with this one right here, remember to push as far down as you can and then swirl that like that. You wanna fluff your bow, all of your bows. Pull that tail. Look how cute that is. You don't really need much. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do this loop right here. Then just grab these 2 bristles and twist them. Then I want to bring that glittery side one more time to the front, and I'm going to add yet another one right here. And then I'm going to fluff like this. And so now I'm going to make sure that I dovetail this ribbon right here. And look how cute that looks. I love it, so sparkly. All right, so our next step is going to be to add some ornaments to this swag, and let me get those ready. I'll be right back. Do you guys remember when I show you how to create these gorgeous ornament garlands? If you have not seen the video on how to make these ornament garlands, I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can check it out. But what I like about this idea is because right here in the middle, we need some ornaments. So you can basically just lay it like this, grab some of your bristles, and then just twist it, and it gives you all of the ornaments that you need, as you can see, with one swoop, without having to add a whole bunch of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just attach this with the bristle. Look how cute that is. So now I'm gonna add a few red ones right here to kind of blend it all together. Let me get those red and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, so the last thing I'm gonna do for the mantle is I'm gonna add some oversized shape ornaments, and I'm gonna add that right in the middle of my bow. So I'm gonna dig in here, find one of my bristles and just twist it around and just lay that ornament like that. Fluff your bows. Have one last one for this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it right here. Find the bristle and then twist like this. Fluff your bows. I'm gonna set it all up and I'll show you what it looks like. Stay tuned. That's all I have for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this particular theme. And don't forget to come back for the rest of the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.